All right. So I had to restart my stream here because my other one was messing up. So see here, make sure my settings are good on this one real quick. Since I just got really familiar on where to look for that. Okay. Looks good on my end. Looks good so far. All right. Childhood memory. Childhood memory. So something to do about being separated from a child and father, like a father-son relationship. And the authority. Okay, who has head over the, like, who's in charge of the son? Because they were separated. He was having to sacrifice that. Something to do with one eye open. Because I got one twice, which was like right back to back. Just weird. So, and something to do with a red car that has 4 doors. A red car that has 4 doors. They are a college. I said football, so it must be football, a college football, like, devotee. So they're like all about it. All right. So someone was being lazy with their parental duties, and they had to sacrifice being around this family union because they were not willing to basically look at what they've done in the situation. Okay, someone's in the military or the police. Either this masculine or the police or military or got involved. Okay. Let's see. Police or military might have got involved. What about this police or military? What do we need to know about them? Close friend. Okay. Close friend. So the police, military, they're involved because they have a close friend that is in the police or military. Okay. Let me see. Why is this important? Why do we need to know that? Shouting. Shouting. Okay. Maybe somebody was getting a lot of calls about disturbances at the house, and this friend seemed to help get them out of the situation. Does this, I was getting this earlier too, does this male father figure, does he have some mental struggles that he's managed or has not been able to manage? That's what I got when I got shouting too. Like, I see a dad just like shouting and policy. Yeah, okay. So he has trouble regulating his emotional states sometimes. And I'm sure that that's why he was having these custody issues. Because of this mental issues that he was going through at the time. Okay, tell me about this. I don't know. I keep going back to this car. What about this car? Okay, let me leave. Okay, so somebody wanted to leave in this car. Somebody wanted to leave in the car. or to get out of the house. Okay, let me pour some taro here and see what it says. Okay. Let's see. Why were they wanting to get out of the house? What were they shouting about? What was the problem? The magician. You know, the magician talks about someone who has all of the tools at their disposal to use, all of the tarot actually, to use at their disposal. And what they do with it could be good, could be bad. When I'm asking what this fight was about, and it gave me the magician, it's telling me that somebody was in a very manipulative, controlling, calculating energy. And the emperor, who was all about authority. Okay. I'm picking up something to do, like I see the house, it's in a neighborhood, and it's got a driveway to the right of it, and the car is there, the red four-door car is there. It's got a green lawn that's mowed, not like the nicest on the street, but it's maintained. And there is a sidewalk that goes slight curved out towards the road to the door, which is white. And I don't know why they're telling me this. There's some kind of sign in the yard. I don't know if they're selling their house or if they just got like a security system installed. But that's out front. And I feel like it's maybe an older home. Like a 3 or 4 bedroom. 1 bath. There's a small hallway. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's make it a little. Let's see here. So what was happening? Why all this control? What was he scared of losing control of? What was he scared of losing control of? His child and his wife. Woo! His child and his wife. So Santa Claus is like a child card, and then this is always my feminine. His child and his wife. So he was trying to control them because he was scared of losing them. Let's see. Let me get some more of these because I like the way these were coming out here earlier. Okay. Why did he think he was going to lose them? Oh, okay, sorry. So this card just flew out. I know you couldn't see it, but it just flew out. Closet secrets, because he's got some secrets. Interesting. What secrets? What secrets does this father have? What secrets? Autopsy. Damn. Yeah, that's a secret for sure, isn't it? It's not a secret anymore. All right. Whose autopsy was to see? Oh, the police and military. That's a close friend. Maybe they, that's why they've got one eye open around this red car 4-door. Okay. And something to do with the trees. I said maintenance worker, but they may have done something with this and the trees. Okay. Tell me more about this autopsy. Whose autopsy? A villain. A villain's autopsy. Okay. So like cops and robbers? Is that what I'm hearing? Like cops and robbers? Something about a policy. Okay. Okay. So there was definitely a cover-up here. Definitely a cover-up. Was the autopsy from the villain, or was that just what they said? Is that just what he said? You know, look, on this card too. Look, there's a family. It says Homestead on it. Homestead. Oh man, I hope this isn't what I'm feeling, what I'm picking up on. Okay, so yeah. All right. Who did he hurt? Yeah, it's a violin at the top of my deck, up at the top too. He hurt the morally sound. Oh, okay. So he hurt the innocent. He hurt someone that was innocent. He hurt someone that was innocent. Okay. All right. Let's see. Get some of these out here. See what we got. He hurt the morally sound, the innocent. What does his close friend have to do with this? What does his close friend that's in the military have to do with this? Okay, the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Okay. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. So I asked what this police close friend has to do with it, and look what we got. The Ten of Wands. That's working with someone to achieve a goal. Putting in the effort. Not shying away from the hard work to get whatever it is done that you need to get done. It's interesting. So we're talking about two people then, huh? Okay. Two people. Why would his friend back him on this? Why would he back him on this thing? Why would he do that? Blue? Blue? When it came out, I thought it said black. I was thinking blackmail, but blue. When I said blue out loud, I was getting like someone blowing into a one of those machines, you know, that test your levels of alcohol in your system. Blue. Or it could be a dog. I'm getting that that's a dog's name. I don't know. Maybe that's his police dog or something, too. I'm not sure. Huh. Let me ask. Tell me more about this blue. About black and blue. Black and blue? Okay, like, because they're police buddies? Because they're in the police together? Black and blue, yeah, okay. Because they serve together, I guess. Okay. Look, I got let me leave again. Maybe he... Oh, okay. So look, and that fell out over the magician. That fell out over the magician. So this means that he manipulated his friend that's in the police and military into helping him cover this up. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely a So the other day, yesterday actually, I was pulling and I was getting this funny feeling to look up why the decks of cards had clubs on them and the clovers. And so I was led to a marriage eventually of Joan of France. And I got this Isabella card and I was like, okay, well, who is Isabella? And it turns out it was an illegitimate child of the main person I was looking up. And I'm wondering if this guy didn't get someone pregnant and didn't want them to know, his wife to know, his family to know. Because my white box is my coffin card. So he didn't want his wife to know. So you helped this guy do this thing? Man, you guys must have really been close, huh? So tell me more about this autopsy. Tell me more about this autopsy. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more about this autopsy. Ooh, that flew right out. King of Swords. He's also a kind of, I wouldn't say manipulative, but he is kind of a colder type of energy, a more crass, I would say, kind of energy. And it just fits along the lines of how this is coming out. I'm picking up like something bigger here. Hold on. Okay. Whatever's going on is not, it's not contained in this. There's something else going on with this guy on a bigger scale with other people. Look at all that fire. And the fire here too. Yeah, it's almost like he's got different things going on with different people. Okay, let me get some clarifiers here. Why does he have so many people manipulated under him? What's the purpose? Trust gut. Okay. Have a gut feeling. Because he doesn't want them to... What? What's the end game? What's the end game? Montana. Montana even have a college team? They're probably something really popular that they just sound really dumb even asking. Okay. Needs to heal memories first. So we asked, why does he have so many people that he's manipulating? Is he... I think he's preying on younger, I don't know, younger, like, 18 almost, I'd say. And he's in a position of authority, but he's definitely mentally not okay. Like, he's got some serious, like, control and trust issues, like, hands down. And I think okay, yeah, he is. I was gonna say I think he's in the closet, but yeah, he is. He's in the closet. Wearing high heels, closet secrets. I thought it was his kid and his wife that he was scared to lose, but it's not. He's gay, and he doesn't want anybody to know. And these guys, I don't know if they were groomed. If it's a close town kind of unit and nobody wants to know. I mean, it's 2025, hell. But you know, I live in the Bible Belt here, and I could definitely see something like this happening still. I'm sure it does. So he's got all these different ages. See, the Magician is the smallest. And then it goes to the Emperor, the King, and the 10. They all have like a lot of armor on, like a lot of armor, which is what he has too. And he uses it so nobody can let out his secrets or hurt him, but he uses it, his fire, to manipulate people into doing things that they don't want to do. And one of these victims is a close friend that's on the police force. Why does he have access to these younger energies? Weird, odd. Yeah. He's weird or odd. It's weird that he has access. Oh, okay. Well, in college, but they're in college. Cheer. Okay. Yeah. Cheerleaders. I was wondering where this cheerleaders came from, but that's totally what it is. Cheerleaders. It's telling me he doesn't like the feminine energy. He hates the feminine energy. Like, he hates that state of energy. But he doesn't admit it to himself. Red car 4. Oh. Look at this. And he's going down to the schools in his little red car 4-door. And he's doing some stuff that he don't want nobody to see. Right? He wants people to not see it, but he's keeping his one eye open because he's doing some stuff in that car he shouldn't be doing. Shouldn't be doing that in that car there. Not because he's closet gay, but because it's totally inappropriate to be in a college town anywhere. I live in a college town, and I know that there's nowhere I would feel safe at any point in time doing what he's doing in this car. Just because, you know, the college campus police, and then you've got your kids running around nonstop, talking to the trees. Okay. So why are you coming out right now? Why do we get his body's a villain at home? Okay. I'm gonna put some of these back here. Easy. He's the head over. He's definitely in charge of something. Like, whatever his job is, he's definitely the boss. I would say that. I don't think he's like got a real high position, but not like, you know, in the government or anything like that, or like the head of the whatever business. But I think he definitely is intelligent enough to lead, because he's not, he might have mental issues big time because what he's got going on in his heart, but he definitely is not able to, he's able to mask that when he's at his job, so that doesn't interfere there. Too loud. Oh, okay. Maybe he got fired from his job. I was just bragging on him, but I saw a coworker and I thought it was gonna fall out, but too loud fell off. So coworker too loud on the roof. The shouting. So maybe he was doing something on the roof that he shouldn't have been doing on the job. Clocked in. Let's see. Hi. 514. Will I be in the 929 final in Matthew? Let's see. Hi, Sublime. Hi, Sonia. Let me see. Let me ask for you. Let me ask Sonia. Hi, Sina. All right, 929 final in AU. All right. We got the Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. For you. Oops, sorry, my screen just went blank there. So, this Knight, Sonia, it really just talks about winning through slow and steady, just basically like working really hard and having patience and to just keep doing what you're doing. So I can see that it's telling me that you've put in a lot of effort into whatever this is or getting where you're at right now. But it's not telling me a yes or a no. Let me pull a clarifier for you. I'll do that for you because I want to know. Okay, let's see here. Hi, Sublime. I'll do yours right next. Let's see, Knight of Pentacles. Well, their hard work. 929. Will they get in? Let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I think so. And if you don't get into that, it's not going to be a wasted opportunity for you. You're going to benefit from it if you don't. Okay? So even if you don't get in there, because it's not telling me yes or no, it's just telling me that it's something that's going to help transform you and in a positive way. So just keep working at it, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing, okay? All right. Sublime. Guys, I'm also doing any donation for live reads here with free yes or no's. So the Sublime, will my ex Aries contact me soon? Let's see. Contact me soon. Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles talks about basically standing in your own, what's up here? Standing in your own light, not relying on anyone like emotionally or for any kind of like internal happiness. So I think this is either you or him. So someone is being told to stand in their own space without the other. So I would say no. I would say no. So let me pull one more Sublime and see if we can't maybe narrow that down just a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see. Sina, if you still have a question, you can go ahead and post it here if you'd like. Let's see. Give me a verifier for the Sublime on the Six of Pentacles. Ooh, the Moon. So there's something hidden. There's definitely some secrets. Oh, and there's a card tied to it too. The Eight of Wands talks about swift action, movement, something happening at a fast pace. So there's some kind of secret there's some kind of secret going on here about being independent. Did somebody cheat? Maybe somebody's got a third-party situation going on here. But whoever the opposing party is that wasn't keeping the secrets, they're going to be standing in their own energy, and they're going to be thriving. So I'm not sure if that is you or him or her, or whatever pronoun, but there's definitely some secrets. It could be a third party, but I don't know. But there's definitely some hidden secrets. Okay. Hi, Nature. Welcome in. Is anyone entering my life for love? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So we got the Five of Cups here, which is actually a really sad card to draw for this question, Nature, because it talks about like depression, feeling lost, lonely, not having anyone around. There's potential for fire with all these little flames around in these pots, but it's almost out and they have their back turned to it. So I'm saying no. And I'm also going to say that if this is the energy that you're in, maybe love would help, but also maybe, loving the things that you have now too. Not saying you don't, but, sometimes we feel like, I know in my past, I felt like, I just want someone here to make me feel better. And the hardest part is learning how to do that yourself sometimes. I hope that makes sense. You're welcome, Nature. Yeah. Well, and if I'm doing, I can pull more cards too for you if I'm doing any donation amount. It doesn't matter, but I hope that helped a little bit. It's a little heavy around my channel sometimes, so. All right. Nature, if you want me to pull another one, I can. If you're still here, I think it's just us in the chat. I don't mind doing that if I don't have any other questions. Feel free. Okay, I say that, and someone just came in. Hi, Danielle McDonald. Welcome to the channel. Okay. You ask, should I continue to pursue Craig, or is it a hopeless dead ending again? All right, Danielle, let's see. Let's see here. Danielle and Craig. Should she continue the path with Craig? Well, I got the Three of Cups. So that talks about unions, coming together, celebrations. I would say yes. I think that's a pretty positive yes. Yeah, I'd say so, Danielle. But, you know, this is always just potential energies, you know, maybe what's floating around right now. So if there is some kind of little voice in the pit of your stomach that's telling you, you know, that to have caution, it's definitely something to listen to. Because you know, I always tell myself that that I've never been wrong about my intuitions deep down, and so even if it doesn't turn out to be exactly maybe like what I was thinking, it's still on the side road enough for me to trust it. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Get back up here. I'm gonna clear these up a little bit here. Well, if anyone else has any questions, I'm gonna start cleaning these up here. If you guys want a more detailed read into anything that's going on, I offer those live for any amount donation. But if you'd like to book a reading and I'm not live, then you'll have to look at the booking menu prices there. So just kind of a good perk to have if you can catch me on a live. But Danielle, I really do hope that it turns out well for you. Because I know I've been in that position before and it doesn't feel very good while you're in it. So. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to hop off here and I hope you have a good night. And hopefully I will see you again soon. You can always reach out if you want a reading. I've got a special going on 3 for 33 right now. Or catch me on a live. All right. Bye.